Here, I'm recording. Oh my god. I'm already big as it is with the fucking big guy. I'm like, I just tower over people. Oh my god, I'm like twice the size of people.
Get these guys off the stage. Get this guy off.
Oh my god, I don't think anyone can see that I have a red name. Oh my god. Oh no, never mind.
No, neither.
Freaking stupid. Everyone just like shoots.
Just jump into the crowd.
Guys, it's a trap. Guys, it's a trap. It's fucking hilarious. Dude, you recorded. Look how many fucking people. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Dude, it's a trap. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god. Dude, this is incredible. Oh, this is fucking hilarious. What the fuck? Everyone's like fucking crowded around. The guy's like, it's a trap.
It's pretty funny.
What?
It's, like,
Just gonna beat everybody up. I don't care.
get off the stage.
Oh, you do?
Oh, this is president. Yeah, twerk. That pussy's so fucking thick. Wait, what the fuck?
I'm not allowed in.
What the fuck? You can't get in?
No, because some fucking asshole killed me randomly.
You're like literally like right outside the what the fuck?
I know, because it's a bubble. It's like right out, right here. I want to be in. I want to be in.
Come see the thickest. Yeah, Cutie Patootie stage. Oh my god. What the fuck? Fucking killing me. They can't fucking shoot through fucking fence.
I don't freaking know.
What the hell? How do you get in there?
Jump on people. Jump on that guy with the blue hair and fucking. Hey, cutie.
Hey, cute. What the fuck?
If I give you 20k, can you give private? Oh my god.
Yes. Private dance. What the fuck? You can private. I'm like 20 fucking K.
Trap.
What the fuck is the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? They're like trying to get in. What the hell? No, what the hell? Oh my god. What the fuck is so cringe? Laugh. Help me. This big scary veteran in the cage. Go away. You'd be like advertised clown rape. What the fuck? Big clown's gonna fucking smash. Clown rap. What the fuck?
I can't
Big
see
Gonzo. Big Gonzo. I'm just like, yeah, dude. I'm like, get stuck in a corner, you just like build her up. Oh, good. Oh, you say an ad.
I said an ad.
No.
You're like the perfect size too.
So, they're like, I'm a virgin. Oh my god. What the hell? This is so fucking. What the fuck? Like, what the hell?
Like you're with
Look at the comments. What the hell?
Your mother.
What the fuck? Oh my god, look at what the fuck! It's like floating. Oh my god. He's like in my city. Oh my god.
They killed the car.
I feel so dirty and used. Oh my god, what the hell? Fucking nasty.
Oh my god, I'm so big, I just like hop over the fence. I'm the only one that can jump in, like,
What the hell?
odd, vaguely specific amount.
Alright, what the hell?
I'm beating with the bat.
Oh my god, don't tell me you hypnotize him. Oh my god. Whoa.
Fuck, you're like,
I'm like a robot. What the hell's going on? What the hell? Oh
I'm like, what the?
What the hell?
Wait, advertise sex bot. All new at Cutie Patooties. My ex bot. Nice. Oh my. What the fuck? Oh my god. What the fuck? This is... Oh my god. What the hell? What the fuck? Watch my robot clone twerk with me. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck? They all come in here. What the fuck? Tim, get in here and just like kill these. Oh, they're leaving.
I can't, because first of all, my karma's too low. I can't kill unless their name is red.
What the fuck?
This chick's gonna kill me. She's like literally getting right behind me. Oh,
What the fuck? So what the fuck? Watch my robot clone twerk. Cyborg. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Everyone's. What the fuck? This is thicker. What the fuck? What the fuck?
What the heck?
Like 20k.
She has like no pants on. What the fuck? This is thicker.
Shots like it was gross. Just jealous of how thick she is.
fuck is happening in there?
What's this? Fuck. Tim's like fighting. What the fuck? Dude, I can't even believe this right now. What the fuck? Get like a fucking video of this shit.
I haven't even
Like someone's just gonna like put a C4 on here and then just blow it up.
Fucking. What the fuck, me? What the fuck? Oh my god. It's because I want. Alright, math class is right.
Wow, fucking Bloxy Cola.
No private dance. He's like, you. For 20k. I'm worth it. I can get nude. Just use a guy account.
plastic bomb.
Have a special product. I'll show you my goods 20k. Sounds like a deal.
What? I'm hot. Yes, you're trans. I'm a hot trans.
The guy got stuck inside you.
I'm stuck.
Get off of me.
No, how are you stuck inside of him? What is happening? How are you stuck inside of this guy?
This happens sometimes. I don't know why, but it happens.
He's
with,
getting
like,
ramped.
What happened to you? Oh my god.
I'm getting ramped.
Oh my god. Well. Oh, dude, I forgot to do this. Best part is, while everyone was like literally standing around here. Fuck. Oh my god. I could have been doing this to people. Fuck. I could have been like barreling the shit out of people. Like, you know, there's like a huge crowd. Damn.
Yeah.
Could have been catching them all.
Tim Wall lockpick.
Sure.
Alright, take that.
Wait, where the hell did it go?
Oh.
It's gone.
What the? Oh, flung inside Brian's cage. What the hell? Brian, someone pick up
What?
the lockpick.
I still like his Tech 9. Dropped it.
My inventory's full.
Oh. Well then.
No, I didn't.
Oh, he died. Alright, Tim, somehow come in here and pick up the lockpick.
I'm about to put this thing up.
Where's...
And Brian has it in his hands.
In my
bum.
bum. You're so small. It's just like screwed up. It's like a little schoolgirl. It's a little schoolgirl like in the apocalypse, like selling herself for prostitution. It's fucked up.
I'm gonna do my. Come watch. I'm just like holding this metal fucking rod. This metal rod.
No.
Holes. What the hell?
See, there's yay.
Yeah. Which holes? Oh my god. Just shoved this metal rods.
Oh, he's gonna stop this one, so.
Yeah, he has a force field, so I can't really do anything about that.
There goes the lockpick.
That's about it. No, don't let him escape. Don't let him escape. Don't build it high enough so you can escape. Just like,
I'll try to trap. Hold on, I'll trap him.
yeah, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Yeah, just jump on his head. Yeah. Trap him in there.
Trying, I can't get a fucking angle on the barrel.
Just put him in a cage, just like use the fence as a wall. Oh, he's gonna jump on the barrel and escape.
Well.
Yeah, he just.
Well.
Oh.
Oh,
So
he,
you killed him.
yeah, they killed him.
I got 2 people.
Hello.
Oh, what the? Bastard.
Mr. Masturbator.
Hello. I got 2 people.
Just trap him in the cage. Put the cage. I put the fence like, and like rotate it so that, like it's like a wall, like a. I mean, it's
Yeah. Turn into a slave.
Yeah, just like change the signs.
Yeah, change the side.
Selling slave for 20k. Just wait until he stops jumping.
Well, as soon as he lands down. Oh.
He got out somehow. means my karma goes up when I kill someone with.
Nice guy keeps stealing. What the fuck? This guy's still stuck in a barrel.
I don't know what the
This guy, I like this guy. He's like healing us and shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking back again. Right, now he's running away. He won't come back. He's just fucking freaking out and shit. Trying to get out of the barrel. The mayor. Fuck. The mayor get trapped. Yeah, this. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? Why?
Add me as a building buddy.
Game mayor. Yeah. That guy's. Oh. We enjoy being gay. All this look at them all standing outside. Area. Who's this fucking fag? He's such a douchebag. Oh my god, this feels so fucking weird. Come back as daddy penis again, do like the homo shit. This lobby's gay. Pretending I'm like leaving and shit. Check. Can't change my actual name. Aw. Get it.
Well, how the fuck are all these kids fucking hitting me?
How the fuck they fucking kill me and fucking shoot with the M16 like consistently? That's bullshit.
Yeah, could someone help? This kid's trying to cherry pick. Alright, that's it. I'm done. Fucking asshole. Didn't want to pull out my gun, but fucking kid's like trying to cherry pick off me. Like I have like no health, and he just pulls out a melee and just tries to kill me.
How is
Tim, take those.
why does M16 suck?
Right.
Okay. Sweet. M16 sucks, yeah. I think the M4 and the AK are like my two favorite guns still. The XM's kind of eh. After using it like a while. It only has like a 20-round mag. Like that, the FAMAS is good, I guess. He's like doing like the little gay walk. He's like,
Kill this fucker. Why can this guy die?
I'd help out, but my karma's too low. I can't attack people with white names.
Oh, well, you got him.
He's fucking shooting me. You shot me once, whatever.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you probably should stay away from spawn.
Fucking back. It's fucking so gay. Losing all my fucking stuff now.
Mayor's freaking homosexual. I killed like the mayor like once and like he got like super salty.
Alright.
The kid's just chasing after him with a gun.
I am unclownable, I am already a clown. See, like, that's the size of the big guy, and I'm like fucking bigger than the big guy. I'm the biggest guy.
Fucking afro hats. Gay rainbow hats. These guys are gay.
Welcome to Soviet Russia. I get it, because it's snowing
I
out.
said that like 5 times already.
And this kid was mayor, so I think his thing got stolen or something.
Shooting my rainbow load all over your faces, turning you.
Don't shoot your load. I don't want your load.
It gives me an idea.
Fucking flat. Dude, you fucking did it. Oh my god, Alec. It's so fucking gay. Here.
The outfit at, like, oh, this is literally, like, gay. Yeah, it's called gay.
This is America.
Did the mayor change again or something?
No, I think he's just being different. He's just being weird.
Getting nutted on.
Oh, I get it, because America doesn't snow, but Russia does. Get it? Get it?
No, America's
That's the
just
joke.
snowed.
That's the joke, guys. You're supposed to laugh.
Makes no sense because it snows in America too.
You fucking nut. It's going to serve as like the gayest looking character, just show people like pretending to be gay. He wants to get nutted on. Get back here, silly Billy. There you go.
Connor. Now his outfit is different.
Blast. Fuck. Sorry. This gay fucking fag. What the hell?
Local creep.
Cola grade 50. Tim, can you go open that?
I just
Can you
want
lockpick that?
Yeah, but I don't want this guy to shoot me. Actually, wait, no, I'm not even a thief anymore. I can't lock it. Oh, it's already.
Can't even fit through the doorway.
Thanos, the egghead. Silly Billy's too big. Too thick. Where did the hair go? Where did the hair go? Oh, where did the hair go?
What the fuck? Dude, let's just all just like surround someone and just like make the cold noise.
That sounds like a marvelous idea.
Just go bother the mayor.
Who's the mayor?
This guy dressed in a suit. He actually like.
Connor. John Connor. Stairway. John Connor. In this room. Just like kill him. This one's hideous.
Look at my sister. What the? What the? Oh my god. What the fuck? These literally. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Here's private Bumblebee. Did he just leave the server? Where'd he go? Here's private. Mary's gay, but if we like pretend to be like a gay partner. Silly Billy. I was literally thinking that. I was just saying that. What the fuck? What the? That's, dude. What the? Do you see? I just went through the wall. What? The hell? Did you guys see that? What the hell?
I tried to sell this guy.
They like walk through fucking walls and shit. Fuck. It's like through the fucking wall. Wait, I can get in there, I can get in there. Let's go to the fucking wall again. Cool. What the fuck? Oh my god.
It keeps selling it to him for 1,000. I feel like increase the price every time.
What the fuck? Oh.
He's gonna like bring like a soldier drop out and be like kill him. They won't even be able to.
What the hell?
I think he's
Trying to
like,
escape us. Dude, can you build a node here? Just trap him. I don't think you like would know how to like escape the barrel. Like this is first. Like you just reset.
he just puts some water, dude.
I don't think he knows how to. Aw. Daddy take. What the hell? What the fuck? Call me daddy? What the hell? What the fuck? What? Everyone even knows it's big words.
Mare and I are getting married. Married distance.
And the priest. What the fuck? What the fuck?
In Russia, you get raided.
No, wait, where are you? Where are you guys? Yeah.
I'm still in this guy's base. Just use this thing.
No, I mean like wait, I lost you guys. I
I'm
mean,
like near the spawn. We're like right behind you.
alright.
Right in the sun of your butt, up your bumhole.
Wait, where's the mayor? What the? Fuck do you go? I wanna get married. So I was gonna ask you guys,
Oh,
what do you think about how would you feel about becoming real life fucking modern day witch hunters?
yeah, go to like concerts and fucking. Dude, that video like was like fucked up. Like the
Killing all these fucking, just like go and investigate people, like just all these fucking feminists and shit, and all these fucking
dude, I got watching that video.
liberals.
What pissed me off the most was like the fact that like what's her face is like doing that thing to like the kids,
Wait, what?
like them teaching kids that like gender is malleable at like an early ass age.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Like,
they're
that
like,
shit, that pissed me off because like kids don't know like what the hell. Like they're
yeah,
like saying
fucking
like they're
kids.
gonna like kids decide, but it's like kids don't know shit. Like if you ask them what they want for dinner, they're literally gonna say they want candy.
Yeah,
Kids
I know.
don't know what they want
Yeah, it's fucked up.
at that early of an age. It's
They're teaching, started putting Satanism in school. Like they're teaching like Satanism now.
it's so screwed up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. They don't even teach Christianity or like anything else, but they'll teach fucking Luciferianism.
And it's like if
Like,
you think
not,
about it,
like, they're like Baphomet statues. Like people have been like churches of Satan have been popping up. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
and that shit should almost be like outlawed because like if you think about it, like all the laws and rules made forged around like Christianity.
yeah.
Yeah,
But it's, again, it's like this like slow takeover, and no one realizes.
yeah, it's like.
And it's so sick. Like everyone watches these fucking concerts and these fucking celebrities that literally perform like rituals right in front of their faces, and they have no idea. Like they literally don't even understand. They think it's all like art, but like it's all the same. Every single artist does the same fucking thing. Like when are they gonna? It's just purely satanic. It's all. Yeah, it just fucking pisses me off. But now like they're just like people practicing witchcraft and fucking all that shit. Like, if that's like gonna become the world again, it's gonna be like the fucking. We need like, it's like modern day, and that they're like witches exist. Like people gonna be practicing witchcraft. It's like back in the fucking medieval times and shit. Like we need like modern day witch.
Get out the wooden stakes and the nooses and
Fucking.
the you gotta get like the holy water and stuff.
Yeah, get out fucking holy water. Protect yourself from like fucking hexes, and sigils, and wards and curses and all that shit, and fucking go out and expose and then eliminate witches. Because like seriously, it'll be easy to find too. But I almost want to do that. I want to become like a fucking modern day witch hunter. Where just like people start like disappearing, like fucking turning up dead and shit, and like so and so is exposed for being a witch. And they're like they'll all be afraid. Like holy shit, they're like.
Is that you?
Just think about it. Like everyone, okay, it's fucking common knowledge, and okay, it's public information. Like people are literally becoming witches.
Oh,
So why not? Okay, you don't. Someone's gonna become a witch hunter. Like why would someone just decide to fucking do that? If you want to practice Wicca and witchcraft, like what if someone wanted to be a real life witch hunter? Like why isn't that shit coming back? Like so that's what I'm saying. Like fine, if that's real, like if that's actually fucking happening, then where's the opposite?
yeah, the opposing force.
I want to be a fucking witch hunter. I want to go around fucking just like and start investigating people. Like go out to different public places and just watch people very carefully, and like use like spy tactics and other things to like get information and like just spy on people and figure out. And just go around and start fucking eliminating all the ridiculous goth people and shit. Because you know for a fact they all worship Satan. And all these fucking scientists and like colleges and shit, they probably satanic. Just want to go around killing them all. That would take like a lot of like serious preparation though. You'd have to like devote yourself to that shit. You'd also have to like become like an incredibly religious person. Almost like a monk. You'd have to become like a monk.
I need like I need more time to like meditate.
What?
I need to like actually like start meditating.
Tim, look at this. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Just keep pushing it. Just keep pushing it. No, nothing to see here. Oh shit. Oh, what the hell? Push it. Just keep pushing it. Do you have a lockpick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I'm pushing because I have to look down and push it. Oh, okay. I'll just bring it behind this building.
Push it. Just keep pushing it. No one sees anything except. Alright. Yeah, push it like on the side right here. Yeah. Yeah,
This is still a fucking lockpick. Right?
Yeah. I need a lockpick, so I'll defend. Keep, yeah. Who the hell even sells lockpicks?
Black market dealer.
Wow. Black market dealer gets to sell a lot of shit. Not very fair. Just do yes, I'm okay. Yeah, snagged.
We could even start writing sale mass.
Dude, I paid 3K for that. You pay 3K to get it back.
Killing witches.
Where's the school at? Oh, yeah, it's this. I wonder if
Free AK. I want free AK. Oh, 200. What the hell? Damn. Alright. You sell Tech 9. Wow, Tech 9 is worth 3,500.
Like, you know what sucks though is like that shit has been going on for a really long. It's just like now it's all becoming public and people are actually like literally accepting it. And that's that before like that was part of the shit. Like, you know, if you said, "Oh, this is what Satan is," so they practice witchcraft in private, that shit, or that like people in like today still do that, they would have called it conspiracy. But like now it's like they're fully admitting it, posting it on social network or social media and shit. Like people openly saying like, you know, they study witchcraft and shit. Like, so now it's like it's just a piss me. It's like now's the time. Like any time to act. This shit was going on in private for a long time, and now they think they're safe enough to come out. What is that? What does that say about the state of our country, the state of the world? That they wouldn't be afraid to say that they're a witch, something that people would most typically think of something as fiction, like would most commonly be referred to as fiction, because like, wouldn't even like think that could be real. Like in a sense, even if it was happening in medieval times, like that's something that it's so strange. It's almost as like it's almost like, oh, werewolves are back, or like, oh, werewolves exist, and then there's dragons and shit. Like it's just one of those things. It's like literally people are witches. Like that's real. That's happening. It's just I don't know. It's just kind of fucking surreal in a way,
Yeah.
and it bothers me because I know that like those things exist. I know that people do that, but now that it's becoming public, I mean that's not good for us because if they're even safe to come out, like it just goes to show how fortified they are, or like how what the current state of the world is that they don't have to risk saying that they're a Satanist or a witch anymore. Like people are literally not afraid of the consequences. Like so that's the thing. If you can imagine like if those people were in medieval times, they would be killed. They would be eliminated. Like this is unprecedented. There's no threat anymore. You know, back in the day, you had crusades, all vigilantly Catholic or Protestant or Christian, and if anybody was even suspected of doing something against God's will or unnatural, they would be tried. They would be persecuted in public. They would be shamed and investigated. And if found that out to be practicing or whatever, they'd be burned, be hung, or decapitated. But still, it's like, man. And that we live in modern day, they're literally not afraid to say it. It's actually public. I mean, they clearly have no enemies. It's like, for example, when you have a food chain, right? You have predators, you have prey. So clearly they have no enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because like you don't. It's like the whole predator prey dynamic. It's like there's like no. Apparently they're not. There's no one above their food chain in a sense, or like there's no one coming after them, so they can all flock together and come out in public because they're not afraid because there's no opposition. That's what that shows. Or prey is always hiding all the time. You know what I mean? Like people who are animals in the animal kingdom. Like they're all doing stuff. If we lived in a world where the gazelles and the deers could just do shit out in the open, they'd be out in the open. It's like, well, no, because they have something that's higher than, and so they have to hide. They can't do that. So what does it say for our world if we lived in a time where people practicing Satanism and Luciferianism and witchcraft had to hide because they knew it was wrong and they knew they would be persecuted for it? What does that say if they're not afraid to come out now? That means that there's nobody hunting them. That means that nothing to fear, and that's not a good thing for us because that means that we're in a dire straits. If these people have nothing to fear, then that means they're doing whatever they want. They're doing awful things. No one has any control over it. It's like, so if witches can come back, then why not witch hunters come back? That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go straight up Van Helsing on all these people, and I want to just fucking like expose them and just fucking burn them. It'd take a lot of preparation. You have to get like all the right. You have to like wear specific things. You have to like do certain things. You'd have to abstain from all sin and temptation, and like spend like a decent amount of time like purifying yourself, cleansing yourself, and then preparing yourself more. And then you'd have to prepare yourself physically. So like you'd have to cut your hair. You'd have to be bald. So you'd have to go completely bald and fucking make sure you stay clean. Make sure you're not wearing any like symbols that can be used against you. So you can't have any jewelry. You can't have anything that can be used against you. So you can't have any like symbolism on your clothing, on anything. You have to everything's just like super humble, like literally like a warrior monk. Yeah, that's what it would have to be. Like even if you're gonna wear leather, like leather vests or pauldrons or whatever, you have to keep it as basic as possible because they can if you did, like, let's say you encountered an actual, like, powerful practitioner of the occult or whatever, black magic, could potentially know a spell or something, let's say, and try to use that against you, because they'll exploit that, because it's not, in other words, it's of the world still. They can use colors or even shapes and symbols against you, so it'd be like difficult. But then also you'd have to try to keep the balance, because if you're killing people, then you're automatically, because you're basically taking life, even though they're like possessed or whatever. But that's like the sacrifice. You'd have to fight against that. That'd be like your one exploit, because you're a killer, and they can try to cast spells or whatever from there. It would be like really fucking difficult. I mean, I doubt. I mean, I doubt that they're any, like, the modern, like, they even know anything really. But I mean, maybe somebody does. Maybe as you go deep, maybe they actually know stuff. Like, can actually, like, try to do real shit. But I think all these people are probably just amateurs. But still, it's just selling their souls and openly practicing Luciferianism. It's just fucking garbage. They're poisoning society. They're poisoning the youth, which is the most important, because our world is going to crumble and fucking die with the younger generation if they're fucking screwed up. Then there is no return. Then that's it. It's fucking too late. And that's kind of already happening, you know? I would just get, like, like wooden stakes and, like, a fucking crossbow or bow and arrow, like swords and blades, holy water, religious texts, and some, like, counter spells and shit. It'd be fucking. Then just start pretending to be homeless and, like, hiding out occult magic shops and places that they frequent, whatever, and then just following people. Yeah, I was like, serious, like, that's what it'd be like. A lot, like, you literally, like, stay outside of, like, that like a shop in Salem and just watch everybody who goes in. You stay there till, like, midnight, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, just stay there and watch all activity, like, in and out. And then just, like, memorize the people, write down notes about them, stay there for a few days, see what type, like, who comes back often, And then when you get confident enough, build up enough information, start following people back to wherever they're going.
Sometimes you can find some pretty fucked up shit in, like, abandoned buildings too.
Yeah.
Like, explored areas like that too. Find smart clues.
Yeah, like people sneaking in places at night. But yeah. Even gangs. That's another thing too. It's a witch hunt. Like, eliminating people who are like this. Because most of these gangs, like especially like the Mexican gangs or Hispanic gangs, they're all Santa. I forget what it's called. Santa
Domingo.
Wait, what?
Santo Domingo or something like that.
Yeah, something like, yeah. It's like the base. It's basically like witchcraft or whatever. It's basically Satanism. It's like, yeah, Santa Domingo, something like that. They all worship the devil and they cut chickens. They kill chickens and they spill chicken blood. Do, like, rituals and shit. Yeah, like a lot of, like, the MS-13 and all them. Fucking, they're all doing that shit constantly. It's terrible. But that's what it'd be. It'd be like reconnaissance. Then you follow people, and then you watch them and, like, outside their homes or whatever. You get information. Watch them at their job. Try to follow them as best you can, and just see the kind of shit that they do, and fucking then confront them. confront them, and then make a decision based on whatever evidence you have. I would probably, if I got enough information, first, I would try to like sneak a picture of them, and then I'd post it somewhere, like anonymously online, and I'd literally post it places, and then I would see if they flee or go into hiding. Now, even if they're being wrongly accused, it would be reasonable for them to go into hiding, anyways. So it would be like kind of difficult, but I think like trying to watch them after that, after they've been openly exposed, because that's the thing now, isn't it? Though, because if they're openly admitting that, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we to do? What does it matter now to actually expose people for doing those things if we live in a world today where it's not even frowned upon that people are performing that shit? So, do we?
We need like a large.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do we just get rid of them, or like that's what I mean? Like, because I don't even think it would matter now. The public, because the public is so dumbed down and stupid. I don't even think it would matter if we could show them exactly what they're like literally sneak cameras and like film them while they're doing some kind of a fucking. I don't even think like people would probably just say, "Oh, that's fake," because it's a video. Like no one believes shit. You know? They actually saw it themselves in person. So otherwise, like you want to help people.